Today we're going to talk about the power that comes from your story, or in most cases, really the power that comes from changing your story. Now, if you're listening to me, I know you want financial success. We all just want to be happy and free, and not having to worry about our finances provides that freedom. Many of us, because of life experiences or our own childhood experiences, have created stories that we tell ourselves and other people that prevent us from moving forward. You know, we have fear, or we have a limiting belief system that trips us up, and we often create stories that we use to rationalize our situation. We really create these stories as softeners or even circuit breakers so that we don't get disgusted with ourselves for where we are in our lives. These stories take the pressure off. They help us feel better about ourselves by rationalizing what we failed to take action on, that we haven't taken action on our dreams. I've had many stories that I've told myself over the years. When I was younger, my story was, I'm too young. Or another one was, I don't have a formal education, or I'm not a great networker. Now, we all have these stories, and some of them are even subconscious. We sometimes have to really dig deep to discover them, but very often they're holding us back. The key to discovering your stories is to consciously think about them, drag them out into the daylight, and see if they're real or if they're really just a story. If they're just something you're telling yourself to make yourself feel better, something you're telling yourself or others so that you can not be accused of not trying. Now, very often the stories start when you're younger, and when you drag those stories out in the daylight, it gives you the opportunity to use your adult, rational mind to recognize that they're really just ridiculous. The key again is to consciously think about them, and then create more empowering stories that drive you to take massive action towards your dreams. Stories that don't let you off the hook. Now, I've got friends and family that aren't in intimate relationships or haven't been for a very long time. When I ask them why, I almost always hear a story. Again, so they rationalize. Now, when you ask someone why they haven't achieved the level of success they want, you'll also very often hear a story. I don't want to call them excuses, but in reality, that's what they are. Nobody wants to consciously feel terrible about their lot in life, so the stories make life bearable. Now, maybe your story is, I'm just not ready, or this isn't the right time, or, if that's your story, change it to, there will never be a perfect time, so I'm going to make it happen right now. Or maybe it's, I don't have enough knowledge to do this. Change that to, I will take the first step and the next step will be revealed. So my story of not being a great networker, I created that one because I was afraid of rejection. My new story is, anybody that would reject me just doesn't know who I am at my soul, or they've got their own BS going on. And my story of I'm too young became, I'm young, I have energy, I have the passion to accomplish anything I set my mind to. I changed my story about not having a formal education to, I have a PhD in massive action and results. My friend, I'm going to encourage you, highly encourage you, to identify any stories you could be currently using that don't serve you and rewrite them to propel you, to not let yourself off the hook, to take massive action to create that amazing life you deserve. So the next time you're in a conversation, consciously think about the things you're saying, and don't be afraid to say, forget everything I just said, that's just a story, here's the truth. I'm Khleif, wishing you better stories that bring you incredible passion and massive success in your business and in your life.